My grade 3 teacher died recently.
Oh, no.
It doesn't matter. And he taught me that dim sims were dead rats in batter. Is it true or not?
I have absolutely no idea. I mean, I own a dim sim factory, but I don't know how they work.
Если я чешу в затылке, не беда. В голове моей опилки, да. Но хотя там и опилки, но кричалки и вопилки, а также шумелки, пыхтелки и сопелки, сочиняю я неплохо иногда. Да. Хорошо живет на свете Винни-Пух. Оттого поет он эти песни вслух. И неважно, чем он занят, если он худеть не
Well, it's been a few weeks since we caught up.
It has, hasn't it? You know what? A lot has changed.
What's changed the most?
Well, you know, the aliens invading.
Oh, well, I don't think
there was aliens invading.
Is it worth...
I'm now purple.
Yeah.
You know, and all with
but
the,
have
the
you
trans,
not? Have you not always been
people
purple?
And the changing? I've become translucent. You know, so there's been a lot going on, man. In the last month, I've changed. I've dipped. I've.
Sorry, I need your bum.
Like
I need your bum to move.
My bum is moving.
There you go. Now
Is that better? Huh?
That's clean now.
That's fantastic. No, I've had a lot going on, man.
So you are quite purple.
I am.
Yeah.
That's for surgery.
And somehow see through.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm actually trans at the moment.
You are trans.
Yeah.
Bless you. You're gorgeous.
Yeah. Trans fat.
Oh, that's not the good one, is it?
No, that's not the good one. But it's okay. I'm dealing with it. My pronouns. I've recently I met a guy who's just become Australian.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, his pronouns are yeah, nah.
Yeah, no, I like that.
Yeah,
I like that. That's
I
brilliant.
didn't make that joke up. I actually heard that joke on the way here. I spoke to my good friend Dave on the way here, and he told me that joke, and I thought, I'll use that in our podcast.
Well, I'm glad you did. That was a good one.
I know, we haven't got any... There are, just full disclaimer for this podcast, there are no other jokes.
Oh, no.
That's it. Unless you... Have you written some?
I thought we had some in the container at the back. Well, I had what? Hold on.
Let me shake the container. I'll shake the container.
Oh, okay. No, that sounds like a reasonable... That sounds like 5 or 6. That's like a 5 or 6 jokes thing.
I think it's at least... Hang on. People are going to think that's a fake sound effect. No, I'm actually... if you can guess what I'm rattling here, we will give you a T-shirt.
And... a can of pineapple signed by
Adolf Hitler, which we still can't give away. So here it is again, the secret sound. If you can guess what that is.
That's really good.
If anyone can get... You should hear that through the headphones. It sounds amazing.
I like that.
Yeah, amazing. If you're not listening to this through headphones, you're missing out. So I talked to you in the intro about my grade 3 teacher. He did die recently. That was not a bit.
So that was not a joke. He genuinely died. I'm sorry, I laughed a little too loud at that, at a grade 3 teacher dying. How did you find out about this?
From another teacher at our school who I'm weirdly friends with on Facebook, because he used to live in our street. Oh. So Mr. Sutty, who used to live in our street, I'm good friends with his son.
Yeah?
Yeah, Matthew.
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
I've got a whole story about Matthew that I can tell you off air.
Yeah.
Lovely fellow.
Yeah.
But I know a secret about Matthew that I don't know if he knows yet.
Oh, it's his Nazi past.
It's his Nazi past.
Oh.
Yeah, no, Matt's a DJ.
His grandfather owned 2 lawnmowers.
Matt's a DJ in Melbourne.
Because any non-Nazi person would own 1 lawnmower.
No.
If his grandfather owned 2 lawnmowers...
You know what that says about a person.
Obviously...
It's always cutting someone's
Nazi.
grass.
There's Nazi ramblings going on left, right and centre.
So if you guys can hear anything in the background, John's got his doggy here tonight. What's your dog's name?
Oh, this is Arlo. This is my girlfriend's dog. Yes, it's my dog too, but she's...
John has a girlfriend who is a woman.
She happens to be a woman.
That's
lovely.
right.
Isn't that lovely?
Not like last time.
Not like last... Wait, what?
Anyway,
yeah, my
grade 3 teacher's name, which has got no relevance on how he died, his name was Mr. Old.
Oh.
No shit. His name was O-U-L-D. Gary.
That was a prophecy waiting to happen.
It was a long time in the making.
That was just going to happen.
Mr. Old had the most fabulous Mercedes-Benz.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
It was a green...
Sounds lovely. Let's go Top Gear on this.
So it was a green 1980s Mercedes-Benz. I don't know what kind of Mercedes-Benz it was. It was a sedan, gorgeous, pea green. His favourite number was 56.
Yeah.
So his number plate was MB for Mercedes-Benz 5656. And Beautiful. It's funny what you remember about, I can't remember. I don't know my times tables. I've said that before in the podcast. I couldn't tell you. Did Napoleon? Well, I don't know what he did.
Napoleon? I think he sunk the Titanic.
Probably.
You know what I mean?
Probably.
Probably did. Yeah. I think he did, to be honest.
Who was the first man on the moon? Neil Legs Week?
That was Napoleon.
He did a lot. He was busy.
He did a lot. He was doing a lot of stuff with the American government, with the Russians. He was selling stuff left, right, and centre.
Yeah. So, do you have any stories that happened to you at school? I ask knowingly. Wink.
Winky, wink, wink.
Yeah,
knowing exactly what the song is we're going to talk about.
Everyone
it's
already
funny
knows.
You mention it.
That was almost a pretty well scripted lead in.
That was
so far as our podcasts go.
That was so good. You know what we should do? We should pat ourselves on the back.
Oh, ow!
Sorry, I patted you on the back there. That's not my back.
You put one of my vertebrae back. Oh, you know how long I took putting that vertebrae out?
How long? You just put it back in. A year you've been walking like Quasimodo.
I know.
Yeah.
So,
which for some reason the girls digged.
Yeah, Quasimodo, how he rang the
bells
in the Notre Dame and all that stuff.
Yeah,
he had a twin brother.
You've got it.
He had a twin brother.
Did he?
Yeah, he died.
Oh no.
Yeah, but he's a dead ringer for his.
Dead ringer, awesome.
So
let me tell you a little story about.
Stop bumping the microphone stand, John.
I think that was my fault.
Okay.
Once there was this kid who.
What? So only once?
Yeah, once.
Just once. Once as in once upon a time,
as
or
in
once
upon a time, not once.
Not just once. So he was there often.
He was there. No, just once.
Okay.
There was this kid. He got into an accident.
Oh, that's so bad.
And he couldn't come to school.
Oh, that happens.
It does.
Did he poo his pants or?
Well, probably. I mean, the car crashed.
Yeah.
And I think he was just kind of stuck there with his parents. There's a lot of admin.
So what sort of admin are we looking at? Like, how serious was this accident?
There's ambulance people, there's people to pay, there's police that turn up, there's paperwork to get involved in.
Right,
and if there's an accident and couldn't come to school,
yeah.
Well, there's a lot going on.
Okay, so how well did you know this kid?
What? Who?
Was he a good friend? Was he someone?
He was one of my best mates.
What was his name?
Oh, what?
Well, yeah, his name.
What was Jeremy's name? Oh, it was Jeremy.
Jeremy.
It was Jeremy.
Do you know that my son Jack was nearly called Jeremy?
Was he?
Yeah.
But what happened?
We changed our cotton picking minds
at the last minute, or was that
no, pretty early. He was going to be. Oh God, I can't remember. Jamie was going to be Kimberly Jade.
Oh, that's nice.
And she ended up as Jamie Shea. And Jack was going to be Jeremy something or other. But I think we decided, and this is no offence to any of our listeners here, but I just thought Jeremy sounded a bit faggy.
Oh.
A bit like, hi, I'm Jeremy.
Oh.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought that personally, but yeah, well, no, whatever.
So you're Jeremy.
Yeah.
What kind of accident was it?
Well, he put his...
Remember?
Yeah, he put it in the pickle slicer.
I see you pointing. But people can't see you doing visual stuff on a podcast.
I know. So you knew where my mind was pointing.
I knew where your finger was pointing.
Oh, really?
And please put your penis away.
What?
Yes, it's out again.
It just falls out.
Here, boy.
A lot of it. Wait, no, not that. That's weird.
Anyway,
that's weird.
I've got a knitting needle and I'm not afraid
to he got into an accident and he couldn't come to school. Yeah. But when he finally came back...
So he could come to school?
Well, when he finally came back, I mean, his family probably took him to France or something on holiday. So. Or they had the accident and everything got better. They did the paperwork and now he can come back to school because he healed up a little bit. But his hair had turned from black into bright white.
You know what? It's better to turn to bright white. At least it didn't go to orange.
I know.
Because no one loves a redhead.
Nobody does. I'm sure somebody... No, look,
my sister's a redhead.
I'm sure somebody could take it back, but do you love her?
Of course I love her. She's my sister. I have to love her.
Yeah.
It's law.
Yeah.
We're Tasmanians.
Okay, well, you know what? Good for you.
Yeah, nah, she's good, my sister.
Good for you.
I bet...
But wait...
Can you guess my sister's name?
Brian.
No. I'll give you a hint. It's one of your favourite girl names.
Oh, really? Kylie?
Kylie, but spelled differently.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Kylie.
Oh.
Not
the traditional way, I suppose. Kyleea.
Yeah. Because your Kylie's more Kylie.
Kylie, yeah.
And my sister's more Kylie.
Kylie D.
Nah, Kylie.
Kylie.
Yeah, like Kylie.
Oh,
Here you
lovely,
go. Like Royal Australian, like
Yeah.
Kylie.
Yeah.
Here you go, Kylie.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Hey, Kylie.
Oh.
Like, you couldn't say that with your Kylie. It'd be, hey, Kylie. Kylie. There's no Kylie.
It's a little more high class, like me.
Hey?
I'm posh. Because I'm posh, I've got a posh girlfriend now.
Oh.
Yeah. Right.
By rights, you should have one.
So his hair, his hair had turned from black into bright white. He said that it was from when the cars had smashed so hard.
Oh, was he in one of them, or did he observe?
He was in one of the cars. They smashed really hard. His hair was black.
So that explains
went to bright white.
Lot.
Science. There's been studies done, and sometimes when you have a car crash, your hair goes from black, if you've got black hair, into bright white. Your hair might go from brown to blue. I'm not sure of that, or blonde to green. That's maybe the science, but I'm not real sure. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just reading the next lyrics.
Oh yeah! Oh, thanks for that. You know what? That saved a lot of time.
So it did. This is where the song goes to vibrate.
Yeah.
In your pocket.
That's right. So
the song gets turned to silent and it goes on to vibrate in your pocket and goes.
Yeah. That's a great observation. I
Thank
like
you.
it. You know what? In a way, this song's about 25 years old now.
Yeah.
It was kind of ahead of its time.
Yeah, it's prophetic.
Because it was predicting those things that we'd have in everyday life, which is your phone going off in your pocket.
Well, it's written in predictive text.
Yeah.
The whole thing. It's written in predictive text.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. Do you remember what predictive text was called before it was predictive text?
No, I do not. Please enlighten me.
I don't remember either, but I do remember...
Well, there's people out there who do, and bless them.
It was something like N9 or something like that. So when predictive text first came out...
Yeah.
Funny story. Well, we had a Nokia phone. It was back when keypads were on your phone, not touchscreens.
Yeah.
And I remember Gaynor, because my girl has a posh name too.
Ooh.
Our
fancy.
Gaynor, she sent me a message to pick something up from the supermarket. Or, sorry, we're talking
As
posh.
she is wants
the posh,
to do.
The supermarché.
Supermarché.
And she didn't check her predictive text. D9 predictive text. And she had predictive text on, and she said, when you're at the supermarket, remember to pick up a box of anus.
Ooh.
Now, if you want to look this up, you can to see if I'm talking shit. But anus is what the Nokia turned the word couscous into, because it's the same buttons.
Bravo, Nokia.
Yeah. So if you think, so the number 2.
Yeah.
ABC.
Yeah.
The number, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is the N, but it's also the L, A, B, C, D. Anyway, whatever it was. I can't remember now. How's the alphabet
going? But you know
going?
what? What it means is Gen X has really had it kick in the nuts.
Yeah. So
you know what I mean?
It turned. Yeah. So you don't see these days it turning couscous into anus.
No, it knows.
How would you eat that? What is anus? Is that a box of calamari rings?
Is that 2 people or is that just 1?
I don't know. I don't know, John Menzies. I just don't know.
It's just getting a bit. But hey, once there was this girl.
What? More? Have you got more stories for the school?
There's more school stories. Once there was this.
All I have is a dead teacher
who wouldn't go and change with the girls in the change room.
Well, I would. I did.
You would.
I did. Is that why
Why did they make you change with the girls?
They didn't make me.
You chose to.
I just wanted to.
Yeah, but did they like that? What?
No,
That's a little strange that they let a boy, unless Willie was tiny.
Shut up, man! Is that your windows rattling? Are your windows rattling?
Yeah, it actually is. It's quite.
If you can hear that, guys, that's windows rattling because we've got it's like a Category 3 cyclone here at the moment, isn't it?
No, it's the ghost.
The ghost?
It's the ghost.
Yeah,
no, there's no wind. Don't be silly. It's just ghosts rattling the windows. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
No, it's fine. They just rattle the windows. Soon they'll rattle the chain.
Oh no! What are we gonna do, Shaggy?
There we go.
We're gonna go after the ghost, Scoob.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm gonna unmask you now, John. Ready?
What?
Why, it's you! Old Man Withers from the Haunted Amusement Park.
And I would have got away with it if it wasn't for you pesky kids.
Oh, it's funny.
So, wouldn't go and change with the girls in the change room, but when they finally made her...
They made her out of what? Like clay, or they made her out of...
paper mache.
Paper mache.
Or they made her change in front of the other girls. Cause
what's the difference between paper mache and papier-mâché?
One of them is French.
Ah, oui.
Oui, and that's the papier-mâché. Oh. I'd like to imagine in my head it's a bit better.
Yeah, I think it should be. What is paper-mâché made of? Is it paper and water and glue, or is it flour?
We used to do it with flour and water, and we used to do it the cheap way. Yeah, flour and water and newspaper.
And you wrap it around a balloon? Did you ever make fake heads and stuff like that?
We used to make all sorts. We made a horse's head as a kid.
Remember when you and I were in a Nazi prisoner of war camp?
That's
Do you remember
right,
that?
we were, yes.
And all those times we dug those tunnels and we got the sand and we dropped it out from under, and then our friend Steve McQueen jumped a motorbike over a fence. Remember that?
That was amazing, wasn't it?
We made paper mache heads back then, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah.
We made it so when the guards came in the morning, they'd look and think, oh, they're still in bed, the cheeky rascals, and they wouldn't realise we'd escaped 3 hours ago.
And that other time we were in Alcatraz, do you remember that? That time we were in Alcatraz. Remember that time in Alcatraz?
Basically, and this is a little different, we made paper mache heads, so when the guards would come and look at us, they'd go, oh my goodness, they've probably been in bed for about 3 hours. And let's just leave them be. Yeah. Meanwhile, we've escaped.
And do you remember that time we were at Port Arthur in prison, and we decided to just get the hell out of there, and we made all the paper mache?
I was joking before, but this is a little different. Do you remember? Because we made paper mache heads, so when the guards came and looked at us, they thought we were asleep, and they thought, oh, they've probably been asleep for hours. And then they just left us alone for another 3 hours, and off they went. And meanwhile, we'd escaped.
And do you remember that time? Do you remember that time we decided to go fishing and motorbike riding, and we didn't want our girls to see that we were we'd gone so early? Do you remember that? Do you remember that?
Oh yeah. Then we did the triple murders. No, don't laugh about that. Why are you laughing about that?
Because it was so funny. No one saw it coming.
No, it really didn't. Anyway, can we edit that out?
It was hectic.
Yeah, that turned the corner, didn't it? Yeah. So, well, look, she wouldn't go and change with the girls in the change room, but when they finally made her, they saw birthmarks all over her body.
But the cool thing was they were in the shape of tattoos, which made her instantly popular.
And instantly cool. I don't know what she was moaning about.
No, she was just worried.
But she couldn't quite explain it. They'd always just been there.
Because she was probably born in Frankston. And in Frankston, you get tattooed at birth.
Probably out of the birth canal.
So if you're from Frankston, actually, if you're not from Frankston, if you don't know where Frankston is, it's in Victoria, Australia. If you don't know where Frankston is, and you're from overseas, perhaps another country. What's it? Quickly, John, name another country.
Azerbaijan.
If you're from Azerbaijan and you're listening to this, if you're not from Azerbaijan, actually, share this podcast with a friend from Azerbaijan. Hello, Azerbaijan.
Can I just say something to one particular country? And I've said it before. Ooh. There's countries I don't like, but there's countries I do like. Yeah. And I would like to speak directly to our maybe one listener from Canada.
No, we've got heaps.
And say, hello, chum. Hello, mate.
Hey, it's pretty good over there, eh?
How about you? Can you, nice Canadians, help us out and just share this with a friend?
Oh, that would be so cool. I can find out. So let's go to our audience.
We're doing this now. Fantastic.
Geographic location. So in Canada, 2% of our listeners are from Canada.
Way.
We've got 47% of those listeners in Ontario.
Yeah.
We've got 28% in Quebec, 13% in Alberta.
How many Ottawa?
None. 6% in Manitoba, which is a place I've never heard of, and another 6%.
We need listeners in Ottawa.
We've got British Columbia. 6% in British Columbia as well.
We need to take control of the government.
No, so Ontario is our biggest base in Canada. So I'd just like to say hello to all the Ontarians, who I personally love better than all the Ottawanians.
I know, bunch of plebs. Yeah. But anyway, I'm really glad. That's really great.
Yeah, so there you go. A quick bit of statistics there. I can bring up stats left and right, John.
But both boy and girl were glad because one kid had worse than that.
What?
Yeah. Some kids have it pretty bad, man. Yeah, right. Because then there was his kid whose parents made him come directly home right after school.
My parents did that. Is this about me?
Well,
my parents did that.
Because you know
what? My mum did anyway.
Well, my mum insisted I came home. Yeah. I mean, I'd be allowed to go out on my bike and go see a mate before dinner.
I had to come home directly after school.
Yeah.
But then I could go out.
Because she wanted to check up on me.
Yeah. Well, my mum...
Isn't that normal? Because that's normal. Because it was normal for me.
It was normal for me.
Normal for you.
We grew up in the 70s and 80s, though. So
yeah, we did.
To be fair, my mum would not let me be a latchkey kid.
Wouldn't she?
Nope.
Really?
A pride point for my mum.
How were you not a latchkey kid? She made sure she was home?
Yeah, my mum didn't work.
Oh, really?
Well, I would say she didn't work. I mean, she didn't fucking work.
Yeah, But she made sure she was home when you...
Yeah, people go, but that's a full-time job. My mum watched Days of Our Lives, The Young and the Restless, and every other... She did ironing and whatnot. And
she did the household.
She did the housework.
She
but to be fair,
together.
I had Saturday afternoon and did all the housework this week for the whole week. So she sort of stretched it out.
I know, right? What were the women of the 50s doing? I know they want equality now.
I know.
50s,
they
60s,
had
70s, 80s, 90s.
They had it good. Like, why the hell did they fight for...
Do you think if we secretly let women take charge...
Yes, we can stay home.
Let's give the women the big wages. Yes. And they can have everything they want. They can control everything.
Yes.
And we can stay home.
Just
we
go skateboarding.
We can go skateboarding. Yeah. We can have a part-time
job at the shop.
I know. We can say, love, me and my mates want to go to Vegas. Can you pay for me? She goes, all right.
Well, it peels off some 50s.
Off we go.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
I would love that. Oh, hey, feminism. If you can sort that out, that'd be brilliant.
Feminism, I'll quite happily just...
I'll give it all up tomorrow.
Yeah, give it all up.
Yeah, give it all up.
Oh, no, John. I don't have to go to work anymore.
Oh, no. That's terrible.
I have to stay home.
And if you want me to get around with furs and a pretty bag, I'll do it.
I'll wear lipstick, man.
That's fine.
I give zero shit.
I would wear a wig.
I'm wearing one now.
You are wearing it. That's gorgeous.
You didn't even know till I said it.
I know, right? That's just funny how it works.
It's a power wig. It's a power wig.
It is.
It's a power wig.
I can feel the power shining. There's like lightning coming off it.
Power wigs. By the way, if you would like to buy a power wig, you can just jump onto our website. John, give them the website.
That's beautycorp.com or some other derivative that's going to actually happen very, very soon. We've got some exciting things. I don't know if there will be that. I don't want to actually search it because I'll put the price up the second time I look for it.
Yeah, it's true.
Basically, so hopefully by the time this one goes out, we will have a website and you can buy a
power wig.
You can buy a power wig, or you can buy one baby pigeon, or maybe a box of 100.
We will launch that many stupid products. It's just not even funny.
Oh, it's
all the shit we've been promising for the last 100 episodes.
It's going to be very funny.
So what happened to this kid who had to come home after school, who obviously wasn't me?
Well, and then when they went to their church, they shook and lurched all over the church floor.
Wow.
I couldn't quite explain it, but they were just gone there.
I guess they weren't Catholics.
No, I think there was some kind of Pentecostal.
I'm a Pentecostal.
Are you?
Yeah. I don't lurch all over the floor.
I've seen it.
I don't lurch. Yeah, I think they were the crazy days in the 80s.
That was the 80s.
There was a whole sort of
like
movement of,
a
lot of that sort of, I'm not sure whether that was real.
I don't know. I don't
manic,
know either.
Maybe
a
bit
it was
sort
a bit crazy, bit fun, but it was interesting.
Not sure it was a move of the Holy Spirit. Maybe it was just people wanting to fit in. Not quite sure.
I can understand that.
Yeah,
I can understand that.
But anyway, so he couldn't quite explain it. You said?
Yeah, no, he couldn't quite explain it. That it would just gone there.
Okay, so according to your narrative, the kid who went to church had it worse than the chick full of tattoos and worse than the kid in the car crash, just because he had to come out early and go to church.
Definitely had it worse than the kid in the car crash. Because indeed,
that's how.
That's the sound of somebody disapproving of the sentiment of the song.
Yeah, if you're in a sort of like a South American sort of,
no sir.
I don't think so. No,
I don't agree. I do declare.
Biscuits and gravy.
Oh,
I boiled my grits.
Hold on. Can I talk to you about something?
No, you cannot talk to me about something. I'm in the middle of a podcast.
What do you understand?
Biscuits
and gravy. Biscuits and gravy.
Scones with kind of like a white sauce, like a bechamel sauce.
I've never had it. I can't imagine it.
Yeah,
it sounds
like,
awful.
It's like scones.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure what kind of gravy, whether it's like a bechamel sauce or whether it's
like more traditional.
Or like a gravy, like a beef gravy. Okay. I don't know.
Yeah.
But hang on, we've got a lot of Americans on here.
Tell us about the biscuits and gravy.
So let me just go back to analytics. Awful. I'll go to geography. So the US makes up 27% of our... So we've got... Of the 27% of our listeners, 27% of those people are in Texas. Of those 27%, we've got 65% in San Antonio. So, howdy, San Antonio.
How dare!
Why don't you tell us what biscuits and gravy's all about? That'd be just lovely. I don't know what accent I'm doing, but I've started watching Yellowstone, and Texas is freaking awesome.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Tell me about Yellowstone. Who's in that?
Kevin Costner.
Kevin Costner?
Yeah, and other people. But
what's the girl's name?
I don't know, but she's very attractive.
I can't think of her name either. I think I know her.
She's very attractive. Hey, we've got to go, though. We have to go. That's it.
Why do we have to go?
No, because the podcast's over. The podcast's over.
I forgot about the helicopter.
No, we have to go. No, we have to tell them next time.
What? Oh, we'll tell them next time. We've got to go to the helicopter.
Shit, go!
Сочиняю я неплохо иногда. Да. Хорошо живет на свете Винни-Пух. Оттого поет он эти песни вслух. И неважно, чем он занят, если он худеть не станет, а ведь он худеть не станет, если, конечно, вовремя подкрепиться. Да. Трам-парам-па-пам-парам-па-пам-пам-па. Пум-пурум-пу-пум-пурум-пу-трам-пам-па. Пум-пурум-пу-пу-пурум-пум. Пум-пу-пум-пурум-пум-пум. Хорошо живет на свете Винни-Пух. Оттого поет он эти песни вслух. И неважно, чем он занят, если он толстеть не станет, а ведь он толстеть не станет.